Hey everybody, I'm Annie, and as promised, I'm going to give you tutorials on how to play the violin. I don't know how well you can hear me. I hope you can hear me quite well. This microphone up here is what I'm speaking through, so I hope it's working. So yeah, we're just gonna go through the basics of violin. And if you just started and you need an instructor or something, let me just bring this down. By the way, right now I'm just opening my violin case. If you just started and you need an instructor or something, I guess I'm always here. So, yeah, I'm just gonna start making these tutorials every weekend. So, today we're gonna start with. Sorry, I have to get all my stuff. If you notice all that junk on the couch, I'm sorry. That's my. Oh, you can't hear me, can you? If you notice all that junk on the couch, sorry, that's my sister's mess. Okay, so you're gonna need to start with Suzuki Book 1 for violin. And flip to page. Hold on, let me find it. Flip to page 26, and it's called Theme, but it's just Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, so that's what we're going to be working on. Okay, so, whoop. So we're starting like from the very beginning right here. Like, I'm not starting as if you know notes or anything. Like, I'm just starting for anybody who just picked up the violin and they have no idea how to play any instruments, because that's how I started. So, if you have a shoulder rest like this, well, you don't have to put it on just yet, but I'm going to do it because I'm used to it. Alright, so now what you want to do is, you want to put some, I don't know if I should do tape yet. I might do tape in this video. It's where you put tapes on your strings so you know where to put your fingers. We'll get into that in a second. Okay. So, you may notice that, like, if you just got a violin, you may notice that it probably comes with this thing like this, except it actually has something in it that's like wood and this little, like, I don't know, sometimes it's red, or like brownish around it. Yeah, that's called rosin. So you want to go back and forth with that on your bow, kind of like this. Like, you take it out of this thing, then you just go like this. I'm missing my rosin right now. It's up somewhere else. Okay, so what you want to do is you put your chin under this thing right here on your left side, and then you just hold it to the side, whatever position is most comfortable for now. You probably want to have it more to the side though. And then how you're gonna hold your bow is, I'm not really sure how to show people how to hold their bow for the first time. So for now, you can just hold it like this. You put your top finger right here between this, I guess. And you have this finger right on the silver thing. This right here, kind of on the edge, and this down here. And then, actually, I'm going to change that. I want you to put your pinky finger right here at the edge. This finger just, these two just to relax, to make sure they're relaxed, because I used to have problems with that, and my fingers weren't very relaxed at all. So, like, I was always gripping the bow very hard, and it was hard to play. So just relax those two fingers. And then the thumb, you want to get at the very, sorry, you can't see it, but this is my thumb right, sorry. This is my thumb right here. I'm pressing it against that black thing. If your bow doesn't look like mine, it should look pretty similar, I think. And then on the other side here, that's my thumb right there, so you can see. So once you got that position down, it's okay if it feels uncomfortable. It's probably going to feel uncomfortable any way you hold it. And then now, okay, so I'm going to run you through the strings. So, how do I do this? The one right here, the one that sounds the highest, unless your violin is in tune, then you probably want to go get it tuned. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, so the one that sounds the most high pitch. Here, I'll give you an example. So the one that sounds the most high pitch is your E string. So, and then the one that's next to that, the second most high pitched, that's the one that you're probably going to be using the most. So that one's called the A string. So just get used to playing a little, like just pause the video. Actually, not yet, because I'm going to show you how to do this. Just practice a little with your bow. Take your hand technique or whatever. Sorry, take your bow, lightly put it on the strings, and then just get used to going. Sorry, I'm not gonna play yet. Just get used to going back and forth with your bow, so you get a feel for it. So yeah, it's probably gonna sound all scrunchy and stuff, but what you want to do is, if you see this bridge right here, that's what you call it, that tan little thing right here, you call it a bridge. And then in between this and the fingerboard is this long black thing that goes along the violin. So you just want to put your bow, try and do it in between the fingerboards and the bridge, so about right here. And then just practice staying on the A string, because sometimes it can be very hard to not play two strings at a time. So just try and, get that done. So go as fast as slow as you need to. And then, so just pause the video right here and practice that for 10 minutes. Okay, now I'm assuming that you either resumed the video right away, or you just did 10 minutes of that, so, or less. That less is fine. But now we're gonna jump into this song called Theme. It's basically just Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So if you did just practice a little bit of this, and you got a good feel for it, then go ahead, and how it starts out is you do 2 of those A strings. Alright? So, yeah, what I want you to do is, if you have the Suzuki book, what I want you to do is, sorry, mine has a lot of writing on it, because this is from when I started out. So what you want to do is label this. Sorry, my camera is kind of fuzzy. It's not very good because we always have tape on it, so people can't see through the camera or whatever. Let me just, Okay, so see how it's labeled A-A-E-E? You want to label it that, because since that's the A string, that's the A note. So the musical notes go from A to G, and it just goes up. For example, if I were to put a finger on the A string in a certain position, it's called the first finger, that would be B. Sorry, I think that's out of tune, but I'm not sure, because I just got a new violin, so yeah. it's because I went up a size. Now I'm full size. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of rambling. So after you've labeled those, so it goes from A string to E string. So you want to get a good transition through those. So go. You get the point. Basically, just practice your transition through that, and after you get that pretty much done, we're going to go through this very slow. One of the main points of violin is you always want to go very slow if you're just picking up a piece, because else you're probably not going to do very good. Okay, so now that you hopefully have that down, you can pause the video if you don't. We're gonna go A, E, E. So you're gonna go from the A string, you're gonna do 2 strokes on the A string, and then you're gonna do 2 on the E string. So go like, so I'm on the A string right now, and if you don't remember your strings, then just remember E is the highest pitched one, and A is the second highest pitched one, so that should help you, I hope. So, oh, don't do that with your violin. Do not do that. Yeah, try and keep your violin as safe as possible. I'm a bit clumsy. But violins are usually very expensive. Unless you got like a $50 cheap one, then it's probably not going to sound very good. Okay, so those are the first notes. And then what we want to practice now is you're going to want to go, and then yeah, we already did that like a lot. So right here, I think my strings are opposite for yours because it's like, hold on. I have a bit of a cold right now, so my voice is kind of weird. Okay, so from your second high pitch, so mine is like muted right now, or I don't know what you call it, but for you, your E probably, I don't know which way it should be, but the highest pitch one. Alright, so that's your E, and then your A. Yeah. Okay. So now that we've done those strings, oh yeah, that's what I was going to show you. So right here, alright, so I'm just finding my strings. Okay, let me get this in the camera. So right here, it depends what size violin you have. I have a 4 size, the full size. So mine's gonna be like about right here. But if you have like a 3/4, yours gonna be a little more down, and then half should be like this more or something. I don't know. Basically, just compare it to this. This is what it should sound like if you got it right. Sorry, hold on. I didn't do that right. It should sound like this if you have your string right. Yeah, sorry. Got a little carried away there. So basically that first one, that is a B. Now there's multiple B's because there's like more scales and stuff, more octaves. So, but that is the B we're going to be using for now. So right now, sorry, I don't know. So right now, just practice memorizing that first finger, or that B. So actually, yeah, you should be doing this move. You should be doing the B with your first finger. And don't get confused right now if you see this verse, like, I don't know, it's like mirrored because, like, the camera is a bit weird. I'm really sorry if I'm being really quiet. I'm not speaking right into the microphone. I'm trying to get better settings on. Hold on, let me just see if I can fix this. I do a bit of my microphone research. Alright, let's see. Trying to find the page that shows the microphone settings. Okay. Okay, so I think I need to change it. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna do that. Sorry. Okay, I hope that's better. If it's not, sorry. I can't do much about that. It's quite a sensitive microphone, I think. Or maybe I'm just wrong and I'm putting it on the wrong setting. I kind of just got this, like, a month ago, so I don't know how to use it very well. But, yeah, so I'm gonna... we were doing A to B string. I mean, no, not string. There is no B string on the violin. A to B notes. So, yeah, you want to be doing this with your first finger. In violin, it's a bit different but with piano, by the way, if you've already played piano. They call this your first finger, which is your pointer finger. I'm going to put these two up because I don't want to do this certain signal that you can do with your middle finger. So, this one, that's your second finger. This is your third finger. And this pinky is your fourth finger, but we're not going to be using the fourth finger yet because the fourth finger on most of the strings is just the next string up, basically. So if I were to do 4 on the A string, and then it's the same as E because that is an E. So right now we're not going to need to use that. So now that you've hopefully memorized A to B, I mean, you can pause the video to do that, but just double check with me again that you have the right note. Okay, so that should be the note that you're practicing. So go from A to B. A, and then B. Oh yeah, and make sure there's a lot that you need to do in violin to like get it just perfect. If you don't sound like me and you just started, that's okay. It takes a long time to do all this. So make sure again that you're putting your bow right and try and keep it in the middle. Okay, so I think I'm going to end the video here. Just practice all those things, and sorry, I always leave my sentences like that, and then I never know what to say. So I'm just going to say goodbye. I will see you guys next weekend. I mean, if anybody is even watching my tutorials. And make sure you keep your violin safe, else it'll probably break.